Hey guys, I'm doing a tutorial on how to do chevron nails. I have some on right now and I'm gonna just do the rest. I have some on my thumbs. I saved my pointers to do, well, not my pointer, this pointer and this pinky, because I didn't want my left and right hand to match exactly, just because, I don't know. I just like them to not be exact. That's just my preference. All right, so I went ahead and made the orange one already. You can see how I'm doing like a rainbow. So I'm gonna have the orange on the left half of my nail here, and on the right half of my nail I'm gonna have like a pink family. So I've gone ahead and picked my colors and the order that I want to do it in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start. All you have to do is just cut thin strips. That's really it. Let's see. I'm gonna just do this one nail because otherwise it would just take forever. Hold on, why can't this? All right, I want to get rid of the silver tab so it doesn't like bother me when I'm trying to take it off the wax paper. Okay. Okay, so you're just gonna cut strips, thin strips. Try to make it as straight as you can. If you can't, you can, adjust that when you're applying the strips. Like you could, if one's thicker than the other, maybe you could layer the next color over that one just a tiny bit to even out the lines, if that makes sense. I'm gonna just cut the strips in advance. I realize I only need about 3 strips, so I'm just gonna cut 3 and just hope that that's enough. If not, I'll of course cut more, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead. Oops, sorry. And take my first color, which is guava, and just put it on at a 45-degree angle. All right, I'm making sure, make sure when you do this that you do the opposite way of your first one so that you get that chevron, okay? Then I'm gonna go ahead and put, what is this color? Raspberry jam. I'm gonna first just cut off this curvy end just because I need a straight edge, And again, let me just take off this silver tab. Okay, here we go. Cutting 3 strips. Okay, so you're just gonna, just apply it at the next. Okay, just keep going down that order. I'll just do this last one and then I'll show the finished nail and what I do after. This is Sweet Surrender. All right, so I'll do the rest and show you the final result for this pink chevron nail. All right, so I finished my pink lines. Okay, so I'm just gonna flip it over and cut off the excess so that there's like a nice, straight edge. Why is this so like close up? Hopefully this is not blurry and you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, so the bottom of here is, I'm missing like a tiny little piece. So instead of just adding a tiny, tiny thin line, which I don't want to do, I'm just gonna cut along here, just kind of shorten it, if that makes sense. How do I, let's see, maybe this will help. Okay, sorry about that. There. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut this in half down the middle. All right, and then I'm gonna take out my orange Chevron. Well, it's not chevron yet. I'm going to take out my orange strip. All right, and I'm going to cut this in half down the middle as well. Okay. So you're going to take the two halves to combine them so that your nail will look like that. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and put the orange one on first. My pointer here. About half. That looks like half my nail. So because this is like additional layers on it, it's just hard to perforate because some of these pieces are small and they get pulled a little bit. So instead of perforating, I'll use a nail clipper and I'll just clip, not like all the way up to my nail because I want to have some to go over, to hang over, you know, like your free edge. So I'm just going to cut like just right at where my nail ends, like leave like a tiny bit of strips, just so I could just, even if it's like so minuscule, it's enough to just, you know, push it over. Okay, now I'm going to apply the pink part. Oops. Okay. The thing that I was checking for is that I don't want the Shangri-La or we're meant to be, I don't want those to align. I want them to be a little off because it just looks better, I think. So that's what I was checking for. And if it were to align and I didn't want it to align, I would just cut more along here to shorten the nail so that the lines wouldn't, the we're meant to we lines wouldn't align. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, you can just comment and I'll try to explain better, okay? I'm just gonna cut and then I'm gonna clip. I'm gonna just, first I'm gonna push down instead of, you know, on like, how do I say, you know, normally you'll like push down and like just kind of almost spread it around, if you will. I don't want to do that yet because these lines are just so thin. I don't want to make them move. So I'm just going to push down like this. I'm going to smush down from the top and then I can maybe like start to push along and smudge out, I guess you would call it, the lines. By smudge out, I just mean going like this, you know? Okay, that's it. All right, so that is the rainbow chevron mani. You could obviously do any colors you want. This is tedious. So if you want to just do it on one as an accent, that can also look really cool. Like if I just had this as an accent and like the rest of my nails were punk face or something, that'd be cool too. So that's all I got. Yep, this video is under 10 minutes, so I'm feeling pretty good about myself. All right, thanks guys, bye.